Two, you know, the slinky cute ones with the inlaid pink and blue, because it's
Mum, she's jumping on my bed again. Moving. Oh, and be careful not to speak the meter or the beat. Da 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 da. In the doctor's surgery, waiting with my dad, and he's wheezy. Looks really bad. And it's 13 heavy beats. Well, that's easier. And that's the way the poem is written. Hello children, it's time for a lesson. No, don't say This is a fun lesson because the subject is poetry. As Lay-Ean said, I'm a teacher of speech and drama, and I'm also a poet, and I've written 500 poems in 9 books, and here are some of them that you can see here. I'd like to read you some of the poems today. Would you like that? Good. Now, if you'd like to buy any of the books at any time, they're available from Kindermindy. And oh, by the way, did you know that there are different kinds of poetry? They're called narrative, which tells a story, and lyrical, which conveys a personal emotion. And of course there's performance poetry, which is a kind of monologue. It usually rhymes, but it doesn't have to. As I said, I'm going to read you some of my poems in a minute, but before I do, I'd like to ask you to try to make pictures in your minds when you read or speak poetry, and even when you listen to it being read. They're not just words, they're happenings. See the stories, like in a movie. It will bring them to life for you. Oh, and be careful not to speak the meter or the beat of the poem, like da 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 da. I'm in the doctor's surgery, waiting with my dad. He's coughing and he's wheezing. He looks really bad. Now this has 13 heavy beats. Sounds unnatural, doesn't it? Well, that's the meter of the poem, and that's the way the poem is written, but we don't speak the meter. We find the natural speech rhythm, as in conversation. I'm in the doctor's surgery, waiting with my dad. He's coughing and he's wheezing. He looks really bad. Only 7 heavy beats that time, not 13, see? Much better, wasn't it? Okay, lesson's over. Now, turn on your imaginations and join me while I read you some poems from the Kindermindy Giggles and Dreams books. Remember, when you read or perform poetry, it's important that you speak the words naturally, and don't forget to have an expressive face too. Speak with your eyes and your audience will love you. I'll begin with a junior narrative poem from A Cup of Giggles, A Saucer of Dreams, and I call this poem Dear Diary. Remember that a narrative poem tells a story? Well, see if you think this one does. It's on page 56. On Monday, our neighbour's cat looked lonely sitting on the fence. So I put him on my bicycle rack and rode him to the park. But now he's lost. Well, I didn't know he'd go berserk, jump off and run like that, did I? On Tuesday, our goldfish looked so sad, cramped up in their bowl, so I filled up the bath with water and let them have a swim. But now they're gone. Well, I didn't know they'd get sucked down the plug hole just like that, did I? On Wednesday, my brother looked so bored. I thought I'd cheer him up. So I went to the shed, I got some paint, and I decorated him. But now it won't wash off. Well, I didn't know what permanent meant written on the tin like that, did I? On Thursday, our Nana looked so tired. She loves playing games. So, as she walked up the garden path, I jumped out and said, "Boo!" But she just fainted. Well, I didn't know she'd get a shock and do a thing like that, did I? Today is Friday. Oh, Nan's okay. But I'm grounded. You know what grounded means, don't you? I think we've all been grounded at some time or other. Now, I'll read you a junior lyric poem that I wrote, and it's called The Park. It's in the same book, and it's on page 42. Listen and see how it deals with gentle emotions. This is what makes it a lyric. My brother brought me to the park. Now he's playing with his friend. It's not much fun on a seesaw with no one on the other end. I've had a little go on the swing, but I can't push myself up high. A swing is only fun when you can fly up in the sky. The little boy on that swing is getting a great big push. Oh, wow! They pushed him off. He's fallen in the bush. Huh? Maybe I'm lucky after all. Have you ever tried to do your homework or write a poem and being interrupted by your young brother or sister? If you have, you'll know, certainly identify with the next poem on my program. It's a performance poem, and it's usually recited by children in upper primary classes. I call this poem The Poet, and it's also in this book, and it's on page 70. Mum, I'm trying to do my homework. Tell her to go away. I have to write a poem and she just wants to play. Thanks, Mum. The clown's name was Buzzo and he... Oh, get lost! He's travelled all around the world and many seas he crossed. Mum, she's jumping on my bed again. Now she's on my chair. She hit me with a pillow and there's feathers everywhere. Mum! Now stay out. Thanks, Mum. Oh, where did I get to? Buzzo loves adventuring, and one dark night... what shall I use to rhyme with night? Oh yeah, he had a great big fright. I know what I'll write. He walked into a pirate's cave and saw a body hung. And as he backed out quietly, Mom! She's back again and sticking out her tongue. Look, you're 7 years old. Do as you're told. How can I create? If you don't get right out of here, you won't be turning 8. Oh! Little brothers and sisters, they can be demons, can't they? Now, we'll go into the book More Giggles and Dreams. How about a narrative poem, which can also be a performance poem for upper primary? I call this one Time to Fight. Don't worry, you won't need to put on boxing gloves or to call the police, but it is called Time to Fight. I overheard a protest rally as I walked home last night. Voices from behind the gate urging all to fight. I think they held the meeting inside a warehouse shed. I didn't see their faces, but this is what they said. Oh, my dear, just look at my side. It hurt so much, I cried and cried. Oh, well, that's nothing. Come here and see. Some kid squashed a banana on me. They pushed my back right into a pole. Now I always run out of control. All my family battered and bruised, cruelly treated, shamefully used. They knock me about all over town. I'm not taking this lying down. Better conditions, more respect, regular inspection, everything checked. Come one, come all, we must unite. Pluck up your courage, it's time to fight. We'll make them stop. We know what to do. Shopping trolleys have feelings too. That was a surprise, wasn't it? I bet you didn't know they were shopping trolleys talking. That's the joy of poetry. You can be anything at all, can't you? Even a shopping trolley. Have you ever thought that your mum didn't understand you and you talked about it to your best friend? Well, the girl in my next poem did that too. When one generation doesn't seem to understand the next, do you know what it's called? The generation gap. And that's what I called my next poem. It's in the book Giggles and Woes and Anything Goes. and it's on page 106. Hello. Oh, hi Maxine. Why am I so glum? Well, they all hate me, that's all. Yes, and most especially Mum. I mean to say it's my birthday and I wanted this cool pair of jeans, but she said they weren't respectable. I don't know what she means. All the kids are wearing them. I've seen you wear them too. You know, the slinky cute ones with the inlaid pink and blue. She's gone to buy me a present. I suppose she'll get a book. She says something appropriate because you don't care how you look. I do care what I look like, and that's why I've chosen those. I consider I have good taste when it comes to choosing clothes. She's just a tired old dinosaur. Won't let me out after dark. Talk about generation gap. She came out of the ark. Oh, I'm going to run away from home. Nobody loves me here. I'm not allowed to be myself or choose my own gear. Would you have a spare room for me? I'll have to... Oh no, that's the car. Mum's home. Sorry, I have to go. Yes, Mum. I'm in here. Yes, I'm getting dressed. Oh, Mum! Mum! You got him! Oh, Mum, you're the best! See, it's called the generation gap, but mums really are the best. They do know what's right, and yes, they do, because they're mums. There are hundreds of poems in these books, and I hope you've enjoyed the ones that I've read for you today. Thank you, Lay-Ean, for the invitation to share my poems with the children in their homes via the internet. It's been fun. We'll do it again soon. Bye for now.